Hello, Paisanos, it's Ian63, and I finally have finished playing Kirby Air Riders for Nintendo Switch 2, and all I can say, man, what an amazing video game, just peak Kirby Cinema Experiments, and just Chef Kiss, perfect. The best racing video game, better than Mario Kart World, better than Sonic Racing Crossworlds, better than both combined. No. I'm not gonna compare both of them. I know they're in different like racing subgenres and stuff. Mario Kart World's more like family friendly, like open infrastructure. Sonic Racing Crossworlds is kind of more competitive, more closed and narrow. And Kirby Air Riders, I think it's sort of like a mix between both. But I would say Kirby Air Riders is more into arcadey like racing and stuff. So I'm not gonna compare them, obviously, for reasons. But anyways, I love this game from start to finish. It was amazing and stuff, and you can just tell that Sakurai put all his love, heart, soul, and effort into this video game. So this review is going to be like 8 minutes long and stuff, because I don't really have, honestly, any negatives to say about this game. Yeah, this might be the first Nintendo Switch 2 game, like, exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2, like, besides Mario Kart World, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Hyrule Wars Warriors, Age of Imprisonment, Pokemon Legends ZA, and Yakuza 0 Director's Cut, and Kirby in the Forgotten Land Nintendo Switch 2 Edition plus Star Cross Worlds, and what else? Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, this might just be the first Nintendo Switch 2 game where I don't have any like flaws or any nitpicks I have, because this game was just perfect. But anyways, on to the actual review now. So I will be obviously showcasing my screenshots and stuff, just showcase proof that I have, finished the game and stuff, and I loved every single bit of it. So yeah, let's go ahead. First of all, let me laptop and stuff. But what I can definitely say, in my opinion, was just from the title screen alone, it just got me just. Yeah, here's all the screenshots and stuff. Yeah, I took a lot because I was just loving this game so much. If you want to know what took a very long time and stuff, honestly, well, it was because, if you don't know, I selected this game on very hard difficulty. That's right, very hard difficulty. But you know what? I just honestly didn't care. I was ready to challenge myself to the fullest and stuff. In the past, I chose both easy and normal whenever you see me doing Let's Plays on YouTube. But it was time for me to pick a video game that I want to do on very hard, and Kirby Air Riders Part 2 was going to be it. So I finally started up, and obviously the menu, even just from the menu alone, it just gets me hype, honestly. And yeah, but, okay, so this was basically me doing some practice racing before ready to do the adventure mode and stuff, road trip mode and stuff, which is actually pretty fitting since it did felt like a road trip. But here it was. Where's the introduction to this? Okay, I found it right here. Road trip, which is this. So this was the road trip mode. And yeah, so here was the cutscene where we start off with the backstory and lore about these vehicles and stuff. And of course, we get to meet him, which is right there. And what awaits on the journey and stuff. And this is our first role where we pretty much fought the first boss. And then we get greeted with an amazing cutscene. And then we go on to the second stage, the second world, and fight the second boss and stuff, which now we get even introduction to this crystal, to more lore and stuff, which is important. Then we get introduced to the third world and to the third stage. And then this is the Nor Dedede and stuff. Not the real Dedede, but it's like a shadow Dedede and stuff. After the third stage and third world, and then obviously, fourth stage and fourth world, we get introduced to even more lore. And Zora and Nova, here it was. They're still alive. I guess now you saw the spoiler and stuff. And as we make it to the fifth stage and fifth world and defeated the boss, we get a very cool insight of what it looks like inside, how they build these vehicles and stuff. And yeah. And then after that, we now go on to, I believe, I lost track. Was this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Okay, so I finished the sixth world and sixth boss fight and stuff. So now this was stage 7 and the 7th boss fight. We defeated it and stuff like that. And of course, and now we have my favorite stage being, which is, let's see, did I count it correctly? Yeah. Stage 8, which is World A, the Digital Superhighway. Just my absolute favorite stage from this game, just overall. Just this cybernetic, robotic, like, highway city-like stage just felt so good. And the boss fight was my favorite. I just love this menacing, like, 0-2 boss fight. It looks like some robot nightmare and stuff, which I like and stuff. And it just felt good to punch this thing and defeat it, and yeah. So that was now here we are, stage 9 and stuff, into the Boulevard, I believe, which is some robot factory. And then we fight Robot Dedede and stuff, and yeah, that was it. We defeated that world. And then now we get even more lore. Now this, I just cannot thank Sakurai just enough, man. Just, you pour all your love, heart, and soul. I'm sorry for repeating this. It's just that I love this game so much, and you can just tell it was just made with genuine love and genuine passion. And it's sad to me just how this industry, well, no, except for maybe like Nintendo and stuff, and maybe THQ Nordic, and what other big AAA company that at least cares and that puts love and passion into their stuff? I guess maybe Capcom, Sega, Square. I'm talking about like the American, like, sorry, no, not the US, like Western, like AA stuff. I can only think of THQ Nordic at the moment. I'm not sure about Sony, to be honest, because technically I believe Sony technically hasn't been performing that well. I mean, I'm not really sure though. I haven't really caught up with most of Sony, but either it's probably THQ Nordic, the only Western AA company I can think that's been doing pretty good. I may be missing more stuff. But thankfully Nintendo, and especially Sakurai. Now the business side of Nintendo, no, I hate them. I don't like this $80 crappy price games, okay? It needs to be just like the 50 or 40. Like, maybe for this game, Kirby Air Riders, it could have just been 60. I would accept 70 finally, because this was made with as a complete package, a complete product, with no DLC or microtransaction. But I still am concerning about the price. That, along with Donkey Kong Bonanza and Mario Kart World, I think they should just be around 50 to 60, like going back to that price. Maybe I understand it's new hardware, but still though, I don't agree with the price. But the artistic side, like the game development side of Nintendo, that's my favorite part of Nintendo. That Nintendo I love. And Sakurai is one of the few Nintendo developers that puts his love, passion, heart, and soul into everything. I'm sorry for saying this again and again, but it's very important, man, especially in this gaming industry. This is why indies like Silksong, Hades 2, and Absalom, and Eartheon, and I forgot a few more, Advent Neon and stuff, are succeeding well and stuff. But again, okay, I'm sorry for going off topic, but this Kirby Air Riders shows that, that I wouldn't say AAA, especially Nintendo, isn't dead yet. There's still love and light and heart into it. So we need to have more games like this that are made with love, passion, and stuff. This, along with Donkey Kong Bonanza, and hopefully the upcoming Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, I really hope that's a good SPS game. I want that to be good. I really hope it's good, okay? Maybe, I'm not going to put it as perfect, but I'll keep it in a very good mind and stuff, and use both positive and negative, but mostly in the end, positive and stuff. Criticism, yes, is important and stuff. But I think as of now, I don't have any negative critiques to say about this. This game is just perfect. Pure perfection, and just full of love and passion. And yeah. And of course, Bandai Namco is there and stuff. And I have to play Repack World too.